If you just stumble across the channel, it's probably because somebody hit that like button before. And for those of you who hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much. Well, it's all right now because anything you do, baby, that's all right. Oh, baby, that's all right.
In the crypto world where numbers spin, Road Dogg's got a secret little grin. With his cowbell, he starts the show, chasing evil with a single blow. I have a fever, and the only cure is cowbell. I have a fever. Let that magic ring so well. Thin lines and trends, they make you rich, but the cowbell's got that perfect pitch. Every ding, a straight line cleanse. Turn your losses into wins. I have a fever, and the only cure is cowbell. I have a fever. Let that magic ring so well. When the markets turn and demons shout, reach for that bell and cast them out. Evil flees in utter fright. The cowbell brings financial light. No more doubt or hidden fears, just the sound of ringing cheers. Cryptos rise beyond the skies, thanks to Road Dogg's secret prize.
Nothing like a little cowbell. We like them old cowbells, huh? Once I swim across Turtle Creek, man, them snappers all around my feet. I just held on to my cowbell, held on my ding-a-ling. Uh-huh.
Evil flees in utter fright. The cowbell brings financial light. No more doubt or hidden fears, just the sound of ringing cheers. Cryptos rise beyond the skies, thanks to Road Dogg's secret prize. trend lines bold. They're ready to learn their crypto wealth to unfold. Here they come to watch the turkey. Oh, yeah. Yeah, here come the turkey, yeah. You know he's gonna call it right. No, 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 he gonna call it right. The turkey, oh yeah, yeah, here come the turkey, yeah. You know he's gonna call it right, no, 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 he gonna call it right.
What's his name? Mike. Okay. And what did he win something or something? No. Okay. All right. Okay, I got an announcement. Really? Okay. Mike Hunt, if you're in there, if you've seen Mike Hunt, if you're hanging out in the chat, Mike Hunt, say something in the chat. So say a few words if you're out there. We're trying to identify if you are here. Mike Hunt. Where is Mike Hunt? Has anybody seen Mike Hunt? Is Mike Hunt here? Was that good enough? Mike Hunt needs some loving. What? That is okay. Are you playing with me? Are you trolling me? I don't get it. I don't. Anybody see Mike Hunt? I don't see him.
Time since I lost a trade. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Crypto screaming, gotta block and roll, babe.
Hugh Janus, who's he? Is Mike Hunt the cousin of Hugh Janus? I don't know. I don't know either one of them. Habib, you know Hugh Janus? What are you laughing at? I don't get it. Check, check, 1, 2. All right, we're good over here.
Block and roll, holding tight, blockchain's my soul. Block and roll.
Make sure we put his best back in order, or he'll have a hissy fit. Road dog. Oh shoot, this thing's on. Test. Scene and scene. Sorry about that. Alright, we're ready. Alright, IB, bring it in. Elvis takes his cape off. Not Elvis's cape, takes Road Dog's cape off. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my world. Wait, where am I starting? You break your leg out there, man. I got you there. Hey, appreciate it, buddy. Have a good one, Elvis. All right. Hugh Janus hangs out with Jack Mehoff. Jack Mehoff. Jack Mehoff. Jack me off. Jack me. I'm not good with them foreign languages. That sounds Russian though. Ladies and gentlemen, 3, Prepare yourself for
Crypto screaming, gotta block and roll, babe. Block and roll, block and roll.
the burping turkey. Well, this one's easy. We just put it in the flag to the upside. We're good to go. All right, Bitcoin. Right, here we go. Oh, look at a pennant. Look at that one. Isn't that the special? Your normal little measure move would take you from here to there. It takes us all the way up here to $99,315 beautiful dollars at the top of our little trend line right there. Is this thing on? Is this microphone working? Something's different here. Something is different. There we go. And as it appears right now on the 6-minute time frame, we're going to break out above the 9-minute. That technically could be an entry signal, and you got your little green dot right over here. Hey, man. Well, since it is, and I ain't got one of you open over here, do I? Over here. I might actually take that one. I'm taking this little flag. Never thought you would take a flag, did you? Not against flags. Oh crap, man. Let's go over here, dude. Let's yeah, Bitcoin. Let's get you. Well, let's get you over here. Let's take a look at you. Oh, you still got a little stuff to do there. That's a little preemptive of me, but my other thing is, you know, we're not too far above that trend line, and it looks like maybe we're making another one. Maybe it could break this one so easy. But I'm going to lie to myself, Helen. We're above our non-moving average, so I'm taking this little bad boy right here. Where you taking it to? I'm taking it up to as far as we can go, laddies. As far as we can go. I'd like to see us get about 99 sounds good. Is that good? You're going to fumble around and not get it for that whole 1%. We need to crank up our leverage. No, we're at 15%. I'm kind of cool with 15% what I'm doing here. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it. It's not too much. This is a tiny account, which seems to be getting smaller for some reason, even though I got trades in the green. Is it fees? Or there were a few. There was some share losses, but my gosh, don't let them stack up, darling. So I'm risking $1.51. I can risk technically a little bit more than that. We're going to make them a little bit bigger. We're going big hack now for this tiny account here. And at these minutes, I am risking $2. That would be like my little 1% of the account. So that's as much as I can risk and as big as my position is. So if we come back here and go lower than this, well, this idea sucks. That trade doesn't work out. But for me, it's not on here, but the non-moving average was my little entry. I need to put you on here, man. the moving average. I think it's automatically a 9 over here. That's what's so cool about it. Say we're above it, and if we were looking at the WikiWix, I could argue a breakout. But I've also got to argue about on this particular time frame. There's, you know, if we're going by candle bodies, I ain't got no breakout just yet. I kind of front run it. I went degen. I sure did right here, but I do have my reason to be above the non-moving average to do it. I'm playing this idea. Breakout retest. You couldn't see it on the 5-minute. That's all. But I'm in degen. Oh, turkey. Yay. Look at you go up, Bitcoin. Go. All right, let's clap. Everybody clap. It makes it work. It's supposed to. That's what the algorithm says. We're supposed to. Oh, we got clap. All right, I got you. Sorry. Woo. All right, so Bitcoin here on the 20 time frames, trying to make a little higher highs and hopefully higher lows there. Definitely making some higher lows. That's kind of cool. I guess that you got to be a little bit patient here on the higher highs. You better get up there now. Don't you make me look stupid, Bitcoin. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Let me give a shout out to everybody. How we doing today? I see Soul out there. We got Chris Klein, who was first tonight. Congratulations, Chris. Glad you're here. Glad all of you are here. We got K Diggity. I'm going to dog it up. Okay, diggity. We got here for the Bitcoin boner. We got Sin. Cowbells are also my thing. I'll tell you what, just can't get enough cowbell. If your life's not where you want to see it today, if you just like that little extra boost of happiness, that little something kind of missing, it's probably a little cowbell and probably a little Jesus. Get them both. So, how's it going? There's Floki's Angels. Hey, dog, love your show. I never get tired of that comment for some reason. I just never do. I'll never do. Board PC guy. Wow, timing was great. What? Oh, just wait a minute. This is so annoying. It puts a box up and I can't read what I just clicked on to put up so that you guys could read it. It's kind of annoying. Just clicked on to YouTube. Cool. I play the 5th. Here they come to watch the turkey. Oh my, you know he's going to call it right. I'm famous. I honestly love the AI music, but I was just jamming out on the guitar in real life. Ah, there you go. Love the guitar. Oh, is this Mike? Oh, we've been there. Ah, yeah. Hey, Sean. Don't worry, one big. You don't look stupid at all. Who, me? What? I don't look. How about now? How about now? How about now? Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, Tommy 2 Liters, what's up? Let's take a look at the market, shall we? I think that's what we came here with. Just 16 minutes. Okay, I'm getting there a little sooner. We're making progress, people. We're making progress. There's hope. There's hope that we can turn this channel around. We can get to this stuff a little bit faster. Look at you, Bitcoin, flagging to the upside. Ooh, a flag pennant. Woo! Please note, if you will, that I took the measure move just from what we call the flag pole. This is basically also... I can't help it. It just keeps coming out. Hey! Oh, man. Why? Why do you keep doing this to me? Stop it. So glad I got you. So glad I got you saved over there. Save you this time now. All right. My fibs change on me. I don't know. They keep doing that. I keep having issues. Anyway. You see how we took off from right here up to right here, and then we came down and we were first we retested. You could say argue the 0.5, mostly bouncing off that 318 right there. We can take that measure move. We can also put them there on that 0.5. I'm also taking this little booker right here. I'm taking this little booger right here. Boom. Did he pull him an AB equals CD? Holy crap! Shoots. Say it ain't so. So we're at 98,213. I'm looking at us going to 98.9. Hopefully get there. Maybe 99,315 on. You know, I don't know if it gets straight up there. This is they can go crooked, but this is a wolf pennant breakout right there. I personally like to look a little bit out, and it is also this happening. You bought the top. If this sucker breaks out of a channel, this is what I would consider to be the more important lesson, though. The more important, not lesson, thing. This is pretty gosh darn bullish. Look at that. Well, that measure move takes you right up to our little red line right there. Red lines, man. Watch out for the red line. Boom. Scared you. Scared me. I don't know if it scared you, but it scared me. We're looking for the possibility of coming down here to 95. Bitcoin decided, well, we saw what she did over here. As a matter of fact, it was that the one that we did today? Yeah. So over for you guys that are memberships of YouTube, we got the Chart School videos and Chart School series over there, which tomorrow night will be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time here. Do plan on doing Chart School there with Divergence. But I put a video in the other tier. There is a higher tier there just for people that basically just want to support the channel. I think it's like $28 or something like that. But there's actually 2 people over there. I was planning on doing something bigger and slowly moving things over there. But I put a video over there, and it's a snippet from a stream that I did where I just really break down using the moving average strategy together with the Fibonacci, and we're even down on the 10-second chart. But yeah, it was this one right here. The bottom. We actually nailed it right there on live. It's there, and I was showing you exactly what I was doing. And then when I was showing the moving averages, I was showing exactly what my strategy is, what I expect them to do, and you got to see firsthand. If you watch that, this stuff should click. So I put that over there for you guys, a little special. It's the secret sauce. I gave you the secret sauce. It's tasty. Go get you some. Anyway, here we are, Bitcoin on the 6-minute. It is a little bit like watching paint dry at the moment, but there are those times where you're like, oh my God, is it ever going to stop? We may be starting to edge toward that way where it has that global liquidity is starting to come in the market. But here, the biggest, I'm just looking at what we got on the charts, and I mean, clearly you can see that this rainbow band of ribbons over here just paraded through town, man, and flipped everything upside down. And where they were bearish, and now it's officially bullish in a bullish trend now here on the tiny time frames, and kind of mirrors what we were seeing kind of happen over here on the bigger time. Remember the bigger time frames? You remember these guys, like the 2-week that just now got this green dot? La 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 la. Look at that green dot. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that. You can't see it. Boom, right there. Boom, 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 boom. Roddy, a little green dot. So that's cool. On the 2-week, mind you, on the 2-week, the stochastics are starting to head up. Boom, they're at 36 right now, and for them, anything above 20 is up. Well, when they get above 20, technically that's the buy signal. Blah, 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 blah. If you go by stochastic theory, we're at 30, and then that level was down here when she flipped. So she's on her way toward the top, and the 100% range there. Everything else is crossing over zero line. Money flow continues to be deep in the green, and you can't bitch about that. I mean, you can, but everybody would look at you and say, why are you bitching about that? We got MACD over here, also on the 2-week. Looking a little frisky right there, MACD. Look at that. She's starting to turn around a little bit. Might be doing one of these little guys right here. She's like a drunk driver. This is like Ma. This is Aunt MACD. She's like Aunt B from Andy Griffith, but she drinks. She drinks a lot, but she likes to party. So if you can imagine that's pretty much the MACD. Now she's a little slow on things, but when she gets there, but she's fun to be with, baby. She'll put the lampshade on her head and all kinds of stuff. But she's starting to turn around. So, and she brings all the good liquor and the good weed. Snitches get stitches. So the kind you need. She brings all the good liquor, the kind you need. This is lightening up right here. So she's starting, there's hopes. Aunt MACD might be coming into the party. I'm just saying. Don't leave early. Don't bail out early. All right. So the bigger time frames, we do have some good signals, right? That we're getting a turnaround. So, we're starting to come out of this disbelief cycle stage, I think. Do I still have that thing? I do. Are we in the disbelief? And we may be actually entering into the hope section over here. Now that's kind of interesting when it comes to good old Bitcoin. And we can do this really easy on the weekly. You don't have to go back quite as far, but oh shoot, well you can't. Well, that's before they. So that takes us back to these areas. We're kind of in here somewhere. For what is yet to continue, possibly here to come over these next, is getting shorter and shorter, and we may start seeing it happen faster and faster. Road Dog, you're getting all bullish right now. I am. We're above the 618, baby. I'm getting bullish above it. I likes it, and if she wants to keep riding, now I do think that she's going to make a higher high, where that might be maybe above 110, maybe. It's starting to look like she want to do something like that for real. We got to be cautiously optimistic, or she may just do it. We were thinking she might do it here. This is a good chance for her to do it, but she said, no, I want to go higher. We can't see it because I've got this thing on here. I think that, oh look, I got a finger. So I think we're coming out of disbelief. I think we might be in the hope stage. Or somewhere in between here. And this is what I was talking about. We're on the weekly over here. That still looks good. That one's always looked good. That's been one thing that's kept me a little bullish. Just having this cloud there and seeing her. She until she gets big fat like she wants to swallow us up, because she's done that on other time frames. Didn't like it. But total 3 now. There are altcoins. That's a little bit of a different story right there. They're getting a little bit of a bump back up today, but that's still a bearish cross there, so they're going to struggle. That is kind of nice. Now we can take this, I believe. Establish a more natural angle to go with that. Now we got a nice little line in the sand. She breaks the line. We don't want to talk to her anymore. We don't know her. We don't know you. Never heard of you. This could, well, it's definitely rounding shape here, a scallop. Sometimes, now we got to watch them, because sometimes they will go and they will break out and just, it acts like a continuation pattern. It's weird AF, but I wouldn't put it past doing that. Same other rules apply though. You can draw trend lines from all these other guys, and if you do that, then you can see that we're trying to do something over here. Some people will be looking at, but I see that inverted head and shoulders, my man. That's a tiny shoulder, big shoulder, but okay, you can play that idea. You got a neckline. I ain't gonna bitch about it. Play it, baby, play it. You want to play it? You want to play it? Go ahead, play it. I'd tell you that here on the 1 hour, and that's all this is the 1 hour. So this is the total market. We might be still coming up to retest this breakout area right here. Get rejected. Are you? These guys are bullish. They're kind of good, but our other guys they're kind of At best, I would think that we would range, but I would say that we should be coming down. Elliot, you should have something to say about that, shouldn't you? Elliot thinks that the C wave may be in. That my little expectation for her to come down here and talk to this 800 moving average may just be a bunch of bullcrap. No, you didn't have to say it, Elliot. I can tell it by the look on your face, Elliot. No. I know exactly. Yeah, that look tells me that I was right. My goodness. That's why we don't hang out, Elliot. Your sister's cute, though. Hey, y'all having a pool party this summer, Elliot? Huh? All right. Well, I gotta go, Elliot. See. I'll talk to you. We'll touch sometime. All right. Say hey to your sister. All right, let's get Elliot off the screen there. All right, Elliot, he can be annoying. So could we be Elliot waving ourselves to a new? We could. I'm not going to bitch about it. She's got some work here to do on some of these smaller moving averages, though, because they flip batteries. They're trying, but they still got There might be a little bit more of this kind of stuff going on over there. As we try to come back up here to these areas. So short term, it looks like altcoins are getting a nice little boost, and you can't bitch about that, can we? I came on the stream earlier tonight trying to find some shorts, and I didn't find any. Everything was starting to look like it's trying to turn around, or is too high to, to think about or yeah, somewhere in the middle. Might be getting ready to, everything was starting to look a little bit more bullish than bearish to me. So I thought, well, that ought to be interesting. What matters, I guess, is on this big time frame. Let's just go over here to this guy. This is a little bit easier. So we still have this trend line here. This is what bothers me, though. Now, either we're going to bullishly just bounce back up in there, and that's kind of weird. Just maybe we just had to come back and touch this real major area, this little orange line. That one's a major area. That one's like humongously big. I should have made that a big ass, thick ass line because that one's like major. And we retested it perfectly. Look at perfectly. That nailed it perfectly. The power of the fibs, ladies and gentlemen. But are we going to come here and bump our head, then maybe come back down and test it again or break through it? That's what we would normally expect, or maybe it could ride up a little bit and that'd be kind of weird, but still, that's what we would expect. We expect some kind of resistance here and then a rejection. So if that be true, then we got a few more days here heading into the weekend. They try to pump our altcoins. Yay, it's Friday. Yeah, you paycheck Friday. You need to buy some whatever in me. Put it in me. Put that cash in me, coin. Put your cash in me. All right, so they might be setting up and maybe they slam us down on the weekends. They've been having some fun with us, right? Or this case, if we break back above that bullish AF, I'm gonna grab me something because maybe we should, in theory. This is my take, not necessarily have to be yours, but this is what I look for. And that qualifies for what I call a bear trap. Gotcha, bitch. Boom. We could be heading to some nice little levels up here. A stronger move. And how high we go, I don't know. We got some resistance over several areas here, but it could be nice as we clear this area here. That's what we got to kind of take out of it. So altcoins, what the hell are you doing, baby? But we got to keep in mind, what the other markets are doing too, and they're kind of freaking out a little bit, but then they're kind of feeling a little bit better, and it's just getting kind of weird over there. So sometimes I just like to come over here and just kind of refresh here and get a feel. And they're getting a lot better at CoinMarketCap and a lot of these places, adding more information. You used to have to go several places to get at one time. So now it's becoming a little bit more central, or, central on most places. Fear and greed is hanging around at 53% there. And so we're kind of a little bit more neutral. And altcoin season, nah. Why are you blurry? Altcoin season, nah. That makes you blurry? Altcoin season makes my face blurry. Should I see a dermatologist about that? Or an ophthalmologist? I don't know. I get so confused. Anyway. These are the trending coins, ladies and gentlemen. MOG, Cato, EOS. Go figure, EOS. Look at you. MOG is up 36% today. Cato is up 26%. We looked at that one earlier because I was wanting a shorter, and I was like, I don't think so. She looked like she still had some more in her. I think we did do a setup, though. Did we put Cato out? Watch it suck. Watch it just be horrible. Okay. Well, maybe not. Well, anyway, we're going to take a look at Cato. What was this? This is February. Is that when it first came out? It's the talk of the town. It went straight up, and then what happens when you go straight up? Woo, baby. You got all this. I have to keep pointing that out because we don't realize that when things are going up, right? We're not seeing what's coming ahead because we're in the moment saying, yeah, baby, oh my God, how high can I go, or what's going to happen? And when it comes down a little bit, you think maybe you got a good deal. Comes down a little bit more, you think, okay, I'll get in now. And maybe it looked good for a day or so, but then, oh, that's over. Because you thought, oh, it'll go higher. It's just good and correct, but no. Blur off top, big nice move, and then boom. You got to go back through a reaccumulation again. So reaccumulation is over, if you ask me. My little system is pretty simple. I just fibber out. I come down here and block off this 236 Fibonacci area right there, and I say, anything below there was feeling like a juicy buy right now, right? What would you say about getting it at 90 cents now that it's at 145? Sounds pretty juicy, right? You'd take that bet, wouldn't you? Why are you going in and out? I'm playing with my camera. I'm teasing it. Oh, camera. Blur me out now. I didn't say a bad word. Why'd you blur me? My camera keeps blurring me out. I don't know what's going on. So, back here when everybody's talking trash and saying, nah, hey, Kato, you suck, man. You're probably going down to zero. Nobody wants you. You suck. There's some, we can go coulda, woulda, shoulda, Monday morning quarterback and all we want to, but notice how she respects this fib theory. This fib idea here. Not just once, but twice, too. Daily candles going up right there to $1.53. Yeah! So you would hope she come back and retest this area. Maybe even she can retest these areas down here about $1. Believe it or not, she may be a coming. It may take a week or two, or perhaps we never see that price again. Oh, I had to struggle to get that out of my mouth for real. It's an altcoin. Yeah, you're going to see that shit again. Yeah, I bet it. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're real. Yeah, you'll see just how close to zero some of these guys can get. It may not be right now, but their days are coming. Nice juicy area at the 618. That's what everybody's going to be focusing on. If you want to take a little early profit, don't snag it until you try it. Maybe that 0.5 will come in. Ichimoku Cloud also agrees. 8 out of 10 agree. 4 out of 10 indicators agree that the $1.79 is an excellent juicy place to sell a little bit of your bags. 206. Can it really be this simple? Can it be this simple? Yes, I'm here to tell you that yes. Yes, young Padawan, it can be this simple. No, it can't be that easy. We need to complicate it and mix it up a little bit. Nope. But we do have our moving averages saying, hey, don't get on too big of a high horse. Darling, we're going to bring out a little Fibonacci's down there and say, man, you got to be tired. You need to be turning around right now. She needs to do a pullback. So we're going to assume that this top one was our high because the next candle, if you can see that. Can you see that? Look at that big. Look at that. That's little. Look at that Ichimoku Cloud looks. Wow. She looked hungry. I mean, not like she want to swallow it up. Like she's very supportive of. She's being our little cheerleader over there. She's liking this. That looks bullish. Anyway, we still get a pullback. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get it twisted. Come up here to our previous area right here. We'll take you off the little spectrum. Or should we? We probably should leave you there, just for good measure. So the little place that we want to see her come back to, and she could go a little lower. But if we're going to be bullish, like we look like we're trying to be bullish, we want to pay attention to this area right here. While everybody else is looking for her to come back down, and she may tap. There is that general rule that she may come here and tap this area. Maybe it's just a wick at first. Maybe not at all. That will tell us how bullish that she is getting, in my opinion. Just right there at 116. So that's our bonus buy. That's not our main buy. Take that back. We look to see what happens here at the 126. If the 126 starts bouncing, we start doing like the little flag patterns here, and we don't break this area. Or if we just wig down, the candle bodies hold this area here. Especially on these bigger time frames, my gosh. And it may, on the bigger time frames, it may not do a whole lot. It may just kind of come back down here. That would be juicy, and that could take us right up here to 205, baby. We could be looking at your 205 target being hit for real. I kid you not. But we might be finding a good deal. So she might be coming down. I'd be looking for her to come down. Come on, baby. Tell me something, Kato. How you doing your 3 humps in the dump, baby? What are you saying? If she's still above that 9, everything's fine. We got some trend lines to follow, give us an idea, and this little guy comes right in there. I likes it, I want some more of it. Come on, baby. So my take, I would think, I like a plan like this. And I do, you could put it, that'd be a 10% stop loss if I put an order in there. Risk to reward ratio up to that target would be 5 to 1. Here's 4 to 1. That's just fine and dandy. 43% gains from if she come down here on my 126s. You don't know if that's going to happen. Nobody knows that's going to happen, but we bounce off this area. I got a good chance coming down here, baby. Just wait and see. Let's see if we get it. You just gotta be patient. We're going fishing. We're going fishing. See, I'm telling my daddy. All right, so I'm walking and rolling with this one. I like to look at these things a little ahead of time, you know? So this is Kato. I'm looking for the bar area right here. I need to get a faster way to do this. This thing does not. I'm just gonna go with this. When I copy it, it does not give me. It doesn't give me the information. It just looks like a little box. And I'm like, well, that's not what I put you there for. I didn't put you there for your looks. I put you there for your information, for your brains. Not your beauty. How vain of you to think that's the only thing I needed you for. And it was awkward. Kind of like it's kind of awkward right now. All right, so I like this for a buy. I like the green for buy. And I like these guys for sale. So that looks like it's too far away. What are you from here to where we were? That's kind of boring though. It's 22%. I'm not even putting that up there. I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm not dissing it. Don't get me wrong. I ain't dissing it. All right, so I'm going to copy this image. I'm going to come over here. We're going to put you over into the trade setups. Oh, here we go. This is part of the live video where we nailed it. There we go. Now we can say where we were. This was our magical, wonderful little fib guy that we put down there, and I kept saying that's the one I'm waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for. She came here and she didn't want to bounce. She started bouncing. I'm like, oh. And we know that it can be this one. All right, this like I got two. I get one that's a bonus, or one that's kind of a let's get something anyway, and then one for the main target. And our let's get some anyway area started hanging out. Started looking like maybe she was going, no, we ain't going down your target. I was like, I'd be disappointed, but don't have to, but I'd still be disappointed if it didn't. And then she came right down and nailed it. Just nailed it. We nailed it, and then it being a reversal pivot is what I'm looking for. Once we lost a certain area over there, it's like, well, time to look for these guys. And then that's when she started coming up, and from hither to where we are now, from here. So that's the stuff I shared in the riding shotgun area today. Yeah! Oh, snap. Dragon. Processor chips. All right, what are we doing? That's nerd speak, by the way. Wait, we're going to paste you over here. Not there, trade setups. This is Kato. Out in the 1 hour. This is really a swing trade. It can take a couple of days, so it'd be technically a swing trade. I'm going to spell it with a W. A swing trade. Swing trade. TWAD. Swing trade. Idea. A swing trade idea. Ladies and gentlemen, is it time to come over to the chat to get stared into the right direction here? Is XRP about to blow its top off? Let's go look, my man. I'd like to see you blow your top off, XRP. Woohoo! We're up to 216.89 from where we at right now? At 216.31. She was at 213 earlier. Let's zoom out. That's the 1 hour. What are you doing over here, XRP? But you did get a breakout. Look at you. A little lackluster. At least you made it past one area there. All right. I see what you're doing, XRP. See you, baby. Looks to me like she's going to have to talk to that 200 moving average. Well, she did earlier, though. And not technically. I think she's going to have to get in there and rub her face in it. Like, may have to actually come back and touch that. That's at what, 208? Just 8 cents lower from where we are. That could happen. Let me get some of this stuff off. So she bounced off this. Okay, cool. That's good. That actually sets us up for a really good target to shoot for. In the meantime, so it wouldn't surprise me if we come back to that low 2 cent area one more time, like 205, 208. 208 was the 800 moving average. 204 is the area that we may have already retested that and may not have to come back down as low as that. So she might make a higher low somewhere through here. She may not have already done it. Ichimoku Cloud kind of likes it. So I can see us kind of fighting our way through here as we're trying to work our way up. Higher highs, higher lows. Lost one trend line, right? That's normal. You might even say she had 3 humps and then her little dump. And now if we finally figure out where she's bombing out, so we're just going to assume that we got this. I would say we're probably correct because it matches up over here really good with our angles. Matter of fact, I'm just going to copy that angle, and that's one of my little. That's patent pending. Don't you guys steal that? This is mine. Don't steal this. I'm going to make $1 million off of this trend. I want to put it behind a paywall and nobody's gonna. So this is what I do. This is what I do. I'll get those angles and I'll look for the channel idea, and you'd be surprised how many times that is pretty dang accurate. Even the 200 moving average likes that angle. So it should be a nice little area to be bouncing from somewhere through here. So I wouldn't sweat it. And I would be patient because that could really put us, up into these areas. I mean, think about 390, 365, but especially start thinking more like a 450 as a higher target. And not anywhere, I mean, it could take, several weeks, several months to get up through there. But 70, 80, maybe up to 100% gains. I think she's going to be working her way up the old ladder here, darling. So 252, 273, 303. Next target's 231 I'd be looking at. We were there about a week ago. So if we want to retest that, hopefully break through that, kind of hang around, and then start working to 252. There's that song. How does this work again? Alexa? Skip. Alexa. Skip-de-doo-dah. All right. So overall, here on the daily man, your Vicker movement averages are looking good. Just where they're kind of testing this 200 and all this other little silliness going on the normal ones. The bigger ones look awesome. It can definitely recover. I guess everybody's still waiting for the big head and shoulders, but this thing kind of ruined it for me. It didn't have a solid neckline. Henceforth, you don't see a big head and shoulders on my chart. Bitcoin going for 99K, says Sergio. It does appear that she is, doesn't it? How far did you make it now, Bitcoin? So my next big target there is 102. That's our 786 area. See how we react there. She may want to go a little higher. I don't know. We gotta see. There seems to be a little bit more demand for Bitcoin from big ass money places. Corporations now starting to really see the value of, hey man, maybe we should get some of that Bitcoin. and this is the adoption that was long foretold in days of lore on the Bitcoin Talk forum back in the days before you could even pick your nose in kindergarten. Look at you go, Bitcoin. The legend was formed. One day they said, Bitcoin will take over the world. Ha ha, you're so stupid. One day it's going to start replacing the fiat currency. Oh, yeah, that'll be the day. It's going to compete with gold. Oh, shoot, come on. There's nothing to it, man. At least the dollar's got something back in it. I can't believe I said that out loud. Oh, silly one. You must read the white paper. That's stupid. Bitcoin. $33. Who wants to pay $33 for a Bitcoin? What are you going to do? Buy a pizza with it? Anyway, here we are. When they're just fighting, they're so excited about the new regulation coming out that lets them get their fingers into the pot. And all the different ways that they can get their fingers into the pot and try to make the pot somehow their own. They'll try to screw it up. They'll probably try some kind of fantastical Bitcoin fork. We're going to do it and make it like this so it benefits us more than you. And then that's going to be a warning sign, but hopefully, our fork system and, the Bitcoin democracy will take care of that. That's the beauty of Bitcoin. We can fight that bullshit. It's just the network just. What are you doing? You're drawing lines where there's like. Are we skipping rope? What are you doing, man? Bitcoin is at 98.79. You're looking nice. Higher highs, higher lows. Pushing forward. I feel like I heard this song before. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to take a look at this coin that's been getting a bad rap lately. She was hot, now she's not, and there's supposed to be a lot of unlocks, and that might have a big reason for further than my. Jeez. Ooh, look. Never mind. I'm good. Never mind. I'm good. What the hell? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Went all the way up here. That's a nice double top. Look at that. There's a Kodak moment. Look at that. Take a picture, honey. It lasts longer. That's textbook M-top pattern right there. Double top. Went just a wee bit higher to freak you out. Look, it's a higher high, Helen. Come by me. We got past the level. Come by me. That's a nice curve. That was beautiful. Layer when you were down here at about 67 cents and you went all the way up. That's 385%. And look at you now. So this started dumping before the unlock. I don't know if the unlock led to it or something else, but she's almost down to where she needed to come. Now, so far, I like the moving averages, and we would hope that they would help it snap back over here. And to some degree, you can see something like that happen. I also hope that on OM coin, but it didn't happen. It's just still where it was when it came down. Why do you keep going autofocus in and out on me, dude? I keep seeing that over here. I'm going in and out of focus. I'm a blurry turkey. I thought it was just me. All right, here we go. With a little bonus target in case she wants to get a little dirty, little nasty inside. I want it in the bottom. If this bottom is not low enough and she wants to go for that extra little bottom down there, that's at 91 cents. I hope she doesn't go there. I don't know. That gets kind of messy down there. Right here. I mean, there's a way to play it. Don't get me wrong. Don't be scared of it when it comes down here. But do we really have to? I mean, do we need to right now? I mean, it's cool, but what about just bouncing from our, just here? I guess it depends on just how freaky the layer wants to get over here. But I'd be looking about 123 as a good area where she might want to start looking. Hey, man. This is getting kind of old. Dropping like this. Maybe we go back the other way. And I like that idea. We'll be coming down here to the 1 hour, seeing that nice Ichimoku cloud saying, hey man, I'm going to get thick for you. Get all nice and cushy. Entice you into me. Give you a big old red, juicy, slurpy hug. Hugs are slurpy. Got some bullish divergence forming here on the 1 hour. Getting kind of tricky. I still think you're going to come. Oh, you almost there. You at 131, baby. With a few cents between friends, you know. I'm just saying. It's a lot when it comes to us getting what we need to get. Shut up. Don't quit putting them thoughts in our heads. Let the trade come to you by Padawan. Let the trade come to you. Yeah, right. You're good. Hey, man, he's being serious. Let the trade come to you. Not for real. Let the trade come to us. Then you can go, look, nailed it. We got some bullish divergence forming over here. It's really starting to like it. Starting to get some good signs over here. Look, the MACD is starting to say, hey, man, are y'all having a party? You mind if I come over? I'm like, hell yeah, come on, baby. But the price might still be coming down here. Just a few more pennies before that happens. I know it seems crazy right now. Until that one day you say, oh my gosh, it came down to 122. I'm like, oh. This is cool. 800, 600, 300, and 200. See how they're bullish formation. They're in the right order there. They're bringing some nitrous oxide to this party. We're going to get a little higher. I'm just saying, it's going to get a little interesting over here for layer. All right, so a little bit more, and then I might put me a little bit order in over there, maybe. Oh, no, at 122. A little nibble. A little nibbly nibbly. I think we should probably do something. I'm going to do something here. Wherefore, Mr. Road Dog, do you think that we might be able to go if we made a play like that? Will we be going to the moon? Will we be starting immediately looking to hit $5? And I would say nay, sir. Nay, sir, nay. I think it's too early. I can't do it. I'd be breaking the rules. We don't quite have our bottom in. We don't have an official bottom in. We can guess. We can make a play, but it would be kind of have to be retest. Need to wait for us to actually confirm bottom, and then we'll get our targets for the upside. But if I can guesstimate, is this going to be worth it? Is it worth me coming back and looking for this if we bounce from in this area? Because we should be coming right back to these. And see these bigger moving averages over there too. Yeah, right in the juicy areas too. 232, 258, right back in that area. Is that going to be worth it? Ooh, 96, 111% gains, angel numbers. That gives us a chance to moonbag it if we go down there, if we're patient and this idea works out. And but it may take it a while to remember. She went parabolic. They got a down and some sideways. We may be looking for her to have to fight for a while to get past 173 for what. Can you deal with that? Yeah, but I already jumped in because I'm a DJ. Oh crap, I did it again, didn't I? Yeah, you did. But that's not too bad. That's like 42% within that range. That might be why people like to play this one. It's got such a percentage on it. I don't know. I never really got into this one, but I might now. Another one that a lot of traders like that's starting to get a little bit more attention right now is Hi. Hi, who's that? Hi. Hi. How you doing? How you doing? Whoa, hey. Oh, hey. This is High Street, and I really don't know anything about it. But here we are on the 1 hour, and I know this. I see a big ribbon flipping and going on. Make the numbers go burr. We got the flipping it on the 1 hour. Not on the 5, on the 1 hour. That's kind of big news. So I think it's worth taking. Did we already fib you out? That was from, I don't know. We're gonna have to do the Fandango over here. She got a lower low. Ooh, my gosh, she's cheapest that she's been since like years. Pardon me for a moment. 28 people. Hey, thanks for being here. I really appreciate you. It means a lot to me, if you don't mind, if you could hit that like button. I don't normally ask. I usually let Elvis do it. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, that would definitely help me out. I've been doing this for about 3 years now. It's a very small channel. Not bitching about it. I'm happy about it. I think the right people find me. Hey, Elvis. Elvis!
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like buttons, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Elvis the spook scares the bejesus out of me sometimes. So I'm using it on here at night. Sometimes we'll put some videos out. Sometimes we'll do some daytime streams, but usually about 10 o'clock, 10:30 p.m. ish at night as when we come out here. You may see me do things that other people do. You maybe do things that maybe you don't see many people do at all. A lot of people have different approaches to how they do this market and everything. And I started out as a pattern trader, and I'm not trying to sell you a course or anything. Not yet. No, I haven't had that desire to do anything like that. Not trying to sell you on a trading group. We do have a private one, a free one, a private one, and links are in the description. For the cool kids, and we have cool kids over there. But if you're looking for information on how to trade, and you like what I do, if it makes sense to you, it clicks with you, hang out, ask questions. Even the $3 YouTube membership, I've got a lot of stuff over there that's very helpful. A lot of resources in the trading community is what I call it. Books, samples, things like that. Here we are. We're trying to figure you out. Hi. I'm looking at her on this daily and looking at this bearish ribbon. Okay. Let's come over here. Let's see what high is. It had its narrative. It's $54 million market cap. This one's risky now, but she's the lowest that she's ever been. So you know, daredevil. Could there be some come up? Is it worth it? How many coins you got? What's going on over here? 100 million? Oh man, I thought we were going to be in the billions or some bull crap. All right. Huh. I mean, you look a little toppy right, and it does look toppy right now. Okay. That looks like a toppy top right there. Huh. Wait a minute. Why do you look like a toppy top, but you look like a bottom? What's up with that? Oh, I'm on the daily. Okay. There we go. And on the monthly, she's been doing good. So what we're looking at is this range from where we were down here, I guess all this month, when she finally hit bottom over here. As she confirmed, she's made a higher high. She's finally made her higher high, but she hasn't flipped her support area here. I bet I've got a 236 fib right where we're at, if I'm judging by that candle wick there. I wonder if that's it. It's pretty good at nailing them. Oh! Well, not exactly what I expected. I expected it to actually come right below it. It didn't, but it did catch that area. So that's the area where 86 cents should be where we're starting to head to for a high. One of many places where we curved over here, that area about 118, 119. We'll be going over the test of that one. The juicy area seems to be all the bigger moving averages are hanging out over here about 171. I don't know if we'll make it quite that high by the time price gets there. All of them will probably be a little bit more toward 144, right where we still got all that big congestion. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of nice. If we play ball right, maybe we can come back up to get some of these nice little juicy areas. Maybe we could see High Street start getting on another little tear, because she's done that a couple of times. Nice little round. Look at that butt crack. That was the cutest little butt crack. That's so cute. She went up. Well, got my target. That's all I need. Screw you guys. I'm selling everything now. Boom. And then somebody did. They ain't no fool. $9 for high. Are you high, man? You better sell that. It's probably not his fault. It's probably his wife's fault. Go just blame it on us. I didn't want to, fellas, but Helen said sell, and you know how that goes, you know. So, listen, are we going to get the bass boat or not? You know, I mean, all right. All right, so I'm kind of curious about this one. I wonder if it's got what that. I like you. All right. I got to make a note that I will hopefully see later. The reason I like it, you don't have to. I like how low it is. Where was it? This was in June. This was last year. So within a whole year, but this was December. She didn't quite recover from there, huh? Got to make a note of that. But the tokenomics, I mean, it's not like she has billions and billions, so I don't think it'd be as hard to get these areas. But even me fibs say we should come back up and touch this 257 area. I don't think that's unreasonable. Maybe I'll take a look at her and see if she's worth playing. We're at 73 cents, thereabouts. And if we come down to 50, that would be cool. But say 73 from where we are. 60% to get to our first target there, 118. Remember 118? That was a target when we zoomed in, right? We're zooming out right now. Come up to the moving average areas over here. That's 134% gain. Okay. Okay, my $100 turns into 135, maybe. Okay. Cool. Come up here, my $100 turns into about 360. I'm like, okay. Well, that's pretty decent. Could take my profits there, take a fraction of it, take my collateral out, my $100 out, keep the 265 in there. There's lots of little things that we can do, buy more when it's down. But if we hope that she can come back up to some of these other areas, and when was this? This was March of 23. Maybe we can, if we got up to the $4 area, our little moon bag would be, you know, well, 451% of whatever we had. Our $100 return into 550 minus whatever we took from down here. That something like that. If we keep it growing, whatever we left in there would. I mean, that's just an idea. Or just get the in and out. I'm interested. Let's see. Do you have any divergence? We'll be talking about divergence in chart school tomorrow night. That's the main thing I think I want to kind of touch on, because it can be confusing when you first start learning it and stuff. I think I can help you out with that. I see a divergence between the MACD and the RSI. That RSI is going to come down then. Oh my God, that RSI is going to, something's going to happen to that RSI. Is it? They got a divergence between them. I don't see it so much on. Not sold on this one just yet. Not sold on it just yet. I think she's still got some stuff to work on right there. Darn it. I hadn't found a good one yet. Rishi John, how's it going? Says, I really hope Bitcoin drops. Justin Crypto says, have you checked Caspa yet? I have not, but wouldn't hurt to do it. I haven't looked at that in a minute. How's my Caspa bags doing at 9 cents? Cool. So all this should still be all valid. I don't see anything that wouldn't validate it. I'm on the daily. Looks like she's in a downtrend right now. Trying to find support on the 21. Oh, look at you. Duck lips. Look at the duck lips, ladies and gentlemen. See those cute little duck lips. I don't know if you can see it. Might be a little bit hard. Blow her up. I don't mean to intrude on you, darling, but oh, I can't. Why is the draw tool so sucky? That's horrible. This is my green 9 moving average, which looked like she was going to bearishly cross over the 21, but not now. Now she's starting to level out. That's duck lips. We get a 180 out of this one, means that we're bouncing off the 21. Going to reclaim the 9, and that's the signal. That's let's buy time, in my personal opinion, on the daily. Ichimoku Cloud says, yeah, let's do it. I'm all in. Like a little. Yeah, have you got a problem? You know, Ichimoku. I mean, do you need something? Are you packing? No, I mean, like, are you holding? No, I mean, like, are you jonesing? You're acting like a little. Never mind. she's yeah. I'm ready to go. Let's go. She's all excited over here, so I'm kind of wondering. So our next notable target area is 11 cents, basically, in the 11 cent area. I know it sounds crazy at the time. We've had those targets up there for a little while. Nice little W shape down here at the bottom. We're on what, Caspa again? I forgot. Let's forget what I'm doing. I haven't seen a big retest from that. Now that could happen too. So we do need to bounce from here, or else we could that 50's call be calling our name. We'd lose that 21 moving average now. We don't want to do that. I do like the 11 cents. So just put it in the flag to the upside, right? No, that's a problem. That's a problem. How big of a problem could that be? The bullish scenario is that we ride underneath it. We could still hit these targets and then probably, come back down to the same areas and retest or maybe lower. That would be the bullish scenario, but otherwise we might continue on. It might come down here a little bit lower as we get our new trend line kind of situated. And if I had to use my little cheat skills, I would say it might look something a little bit like this. This is all speculation, my friend. It would suggest that we come down to this area, which again brings this little trend line retest back into play here. So I know it sounds crazy right now. If you get above the 9 moving average, I feel good about you. I know on the daily. I'll tell you what. Well, there's the 800. That's what we're finding resistance on. There's Miss Lucy. 200 came down below. Bigger moving averages are in good shape. It's just these little, the middle ones that are. When did you last cross? Right over here. Yeah, it's going to take her a minute to get past all the trauma from those moving averages. Get past the trauma, he says, dramatically. It's going to take a minute, Justin. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you to, before the Casper gets past the trauma that this fall has caused. Bruise these moving averages, and they've kind of got twisted up and tangled inside, and it's going to take a while. We're going to have to go in. We're going to have to go in deep, and we're going to have to detangle those moving averages, and slowly but surely we can come out, and hopefully won't choke out the oxygen supply there and choke her out. But there is that chance. There's that chance. Now she wants to pop up there to 11, but she might fall down to 8. You're telling me can go up, down, or sideways. I'm telling you, this means something right here. She's gonna bump her head on that line. Let's come down to the small time frames. Let's get the real nitty gritty. Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me what's going on with Casper? Well, she's got that 360 moving average down there, and it looked like the 200 overtook her. The 100's right above it. I'd say she's looking kind of bullish, like maybe she wanted to do something over here on this one. Seems like she's over here making a deal with the devil, though. That's what the rumor has it. I see what you're saying right there. We got Miss Lucy right there. Devil in the detail on the 4 hours right there. That old 666 moving average trickery. Actually, you got some good things going on here on the 4 hour. It looks like they're starting to flip. I bet it's probably already flipped on the 1 hour. Let's take a look at the 2. 2's got a nice example of the recent flip. So overall, this should be bottom, should be in, and we're trying to do something, but there's a dang good chance for us to come down here. I'm just going to throw that out there, okay? They're on this one. Look. See how we were just bragging about this big flip of these moving averages? How that they just totally flipped it. Oh, my duck's still on the screen. You can't see crap. You suck, road dog. You and your duck lips. Take that, man. Let me get rid of some of these guys here. I'm still keeping this one. Where'd that one come from? You just throw angles out there? I had a reason, right? Okay, so those flip bullish, right? Let's take those guys off of there. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. These are the regular 5 moving averages, and I gave away the secret sauce in the video that I put out in the riding shotgun area members group, describing the dance of the moving averages. They just flipped bearish on this 2 hour time frame. Just total ribbon flip, just bearish. So they're going to have to walk that off. That's going to take a minute. And as much as we like to say, man, she's in a flag to the upside, I'm pretty sure she's coming back down to this 8 cent area. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I may have done it already and erased it because I can't remember jack crap. We're going to figure out, oh yeah, I got you right there. 0.5. Nice lower high though. I got to give it to you. A nice lower high. If it wasn't for this trend line that we're breaking there, the bullish scenario, like I said earlier, if we do, it might come up and we make we ride underneath this. Maybe we make a double top. That would be making my little crab cat pattern. That's what we're calling it now. It doesn't really seem like it fits. Like the woolly booger seems to fit better. It's a triple top variation. Oh, the woolly booger! Ooh, look at it! Whoa! You might get some form of M top there, basically. at this 11 cent target. That could be forming. That would be the bullish scenario. The probably the best scenario though really would be, especially what these moving averages are saying, is just come on down, get that lower low there, and let's see if we can just make that your flag, and she can bounce from that, knock out the retest of this area, and then we can start, really starting to focus on the higher areas around 13 cents. That would be better. I'd rather have that. So you're saying it's going up, down? No, it's also going to go side. I'm not going to forget about sideways. We could also go sideways now. The smaller moving average, I feel that we're coming down. I know it looks like she should go up. I think she's coming down, but if she does go up, that's the scenario I'm looking for. That she's still going to be coming down, just temporarily. So you're saying she's going to go up. I'm saying, oh my God, who am I talking to? If she do go up and she get to 11 cents, that's 22% gain. If she drop from here down to here, that's only 12%. However, if she drop from up there down to here, technically that would probably change a wee bit, not too much, about 25% drop. Well, that would be a sucky day in the market, and we'll probably have a few of those coming somewhere over the next 6 weeks, I bet. Good old Caspa. I mean, higher highs, higher lows. That's what we're looking for, everybody. She do need to knock this area out, though. That would be cool. But she already made it known. She made a higher high from here and there. Higher low. I'll be looking for that higher low. Next higher low. And that's what I think you need to focus on. Just my opinion, crypto opinion. Can we look at Ponky? Well, sweet monkey. Did you just came down and tapped me? I knew I would. So the green one means that's the one that I thought was good. This one means that might, but I'm not as sold on it. Nailed it. She came and tapped our little box and ran away. I feel so cheap. That was cheap. I feel like I feel violated. I feel like my box has been violated and not really slammed as much as I was wanting my box slammed. It just got merely tickled and teased there at 97.28 area right there. I feel a little jaded. I can't help it. Everybody else gets a full 12. All I got was a mere 9. I feel like something is askew. Like maybe your tape measure. Like maybe the tape measure is askew. 14 cents. Oh, a whopper. A big old 14-cent whopper up there. Brings all the milkshakes. That milkshake brings all the Burger Kings to the yard there. All right, so let's get you off of here. We're looking at Ponky Monkey. Ponky looks cool. Looks like she's going to go up there. I wanted to do my little nailed it thing, but I didn't get a chance to. I want to do my nailed it thing. Nailed it. Even with the trend line, we still got it. She said, I got to come down and touch Road Dog's line. That's what she said. I heard her. I didn't hear her, but I saw it in my head. In my pretend. Oh, nice. Look at that. We're on the 2-hour time frame. This is not like the 1 minute or something. That 100's starting to do a U-turn. Ponky, baby, what are you doing? From down here to up here, 25% gains. Much better than what it was up hither for the flag chasers. Oh, it's a flag to the upside. Oh, good boy. Oh, no, it's not. It's down 20%. Oh, my bad. Well, you should have seen that from this and Bears Divergence, and look, shoulder, head. You shouldn't have known. You just weren't looking on the right time frame. You just weren't doing this. You weren't doing that. Maybe it was just a bad call. Oh, no, that couldn't be. No, I'm a YouTuber. I can't make bad calls. No, the call was good. It was you. It's your fault. Yeah, I don't know what you did wrong, but it was something because it wasn't me. It was a flag. You see it. I can't help it if the market makers decide that they don't want to do it. All right, so we're testing these areas over here. That's kind of cool, man. Zoom out, baby, zoom out. This is just the start, man. 14 cents. We could be coming up to. I know you didn't think I was going to put it on you, did you? Woohoo! Nice. Punky Monkey update. I guess we need to do that. We'll put a Punky Monkey update. Punky update. I guess we need to do a little. How special is this? So from the little area to snag it at 97. 44% up to that little area. From our little snag area up here to our next major target. Yeah, I know it sounds dang hopeful, don't it? I mean, we can get some in between here if you want, but I'm like, that's where the real money's at, right? I mean, come on, I like real money. So, 150%. That's what we're looking for, right? That's just a 1.5x. Come on, man. Crypto, Punky. She can do it. You just gotta be patient. It's a 2-hour chart, man. Swing trade it. Swing trader. We'll take a new picture over here. Go. 28 people. I haven't scared you off yet. Helen, lock the door now. Don't let them out. Hey, people, be calm. Don't put the remote down. Put the your finger needs a rest. I see it. It looks a little crooked. I think you've been tapping too much. So just chill back. Listen to the tunes. Chill back and relax while I paste this over here. Look at this. Paste. Oh, this is Punky. Most of you guys are old farts. I'm just saying. Well, you're old farts to anybody that's like in their teens or 20s. Anyway, I'm just saying. I saw the statistics. You guys are old farts. I'm probably older than you though. That sucks. Anyway. I'm doing it for the algorithm. I'm trying to figure out this YouTube algorithm. I have to say crazy things and do crazy things. Like, nailed it! 2 hour. I guess this is an update. This is an update. This is an update. Update. So we got that out of the way. Just gotta say. We got to do this for the bandy wall, for the algorithm, ladies and gentlemen. My bad, 29 people. I don't mean to bore you. Let me just do this this won't take but just a moment. Just got to go over to the vanity wall where we had our last one that we put over there and paste you there. And this was Punky. Punky. We nailed it. Bye-bye. All right, let's go to the chat. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Let me throw up I forgot to do that, didn't I? I forgot to do my indicator. Hopefully Layer G will come back to the scene again, or I have to find another news source, but that was kind of cool. I miss going over the news. Briefly like we did. We got Joe from Trade Intuition. How's it going? It wasn't me. It was your fault. I'm being dead serious. No. Yeah. There's got Soul, Strega. How's it going, Strega? Glittering Marshmallow. Oh, Road Dog. That's me. That's me. That's the marker. So if you got a coin request, I mean, the priority will go to what we say is the members and super chats. But I would be happy to take a look at the coins. That's a good thing. I share, you share, we all share, and we learn something. And sometimes we find some new stuff. Oh my gosh! Tip the teacher, $1.99. Ooh! Thank you so much. I didn't want to miss that. I knew I heard something. Thank you so much, Glittering Marshmallow. Make sure I didn't miss anything else over here. I get carried away. I get lost in the charts. Thank you for the fan funding. 100% fan funded here. Or if you need a Tangem wallet, get yours today with the code DAWG Tangem. And now you're not showing any pictures over here. They also got that Tangem ring, which is like badass. And apparently we got some new designs out there. Yay! 10% off with the code DAWG, D-A-W-G. All right, so Punky, we're through with you. And Chris Klein, you're saying Jupiter. Superverse. Superverse sounds cool, too. All right, I saw Jupiter first. Let me go get that one. Jupiter, were you on my list? You're on my other list. Jupiter! I was following this idea, which it said, screw you, Road Dog, that sucks. And I said, really? And then why are you coming back to it? Huh? Why are you coming back? So is this a bearish retest of that idea, or did I screw up on the lines? Because here on the, what, a 2 hour? Doesn't look like he's got, yeah, there's some substance there. I must have done it on a smaller time frame. 4 hour maybe. Anyway. Not perfect, but we had a rising channel. Still got that idea there. So are you going to break in there? That looks, I hope it does, but I wouldn't expect it to. It looks a little doubtful. 200 to 100, it can, but gosh darn it. You got some other stuff going on there. How we doing, 9 moving average? Did you do a U-turn? It might be able to do it then. It might be able to do it. I'll look at it that way. Let's just zoom out to the bigger time frames. That's usually when we get questions like that. And it's like, was it going to do something? I can't, that looks weird. It's saying yes and no at the same time, kind of like my wife. We just zoom out to a bigger time frame. And this is where it tells us, hey man, be cautious, dude. You below the 9 and the 21 and the 50 all here together on the daily? Dude, something happening now. Now I know it's bullish that the 21 crossed the 50. That's bullish. But the 9 looks like it's kamikaze and going to try bearish over both of them, man. How are we going to solve this mess? You got bullish and bearish things over here too. It looks like a clash of the titans. It looks like how can this possibly take us like blast into the upside? So it looks like we're going to have a little identity crisis here at 44 cents. Probably, I would expect it to get rejected there. Let's come down to the smaller time frame and get the nitty gritty. I want to hear some gossip. I mean, I want to hear it. Let's go down to like the 24-minute or something crazy. You got a rejection area there. You're a bit late on getting rejected there, weren't you? You wanted to be ballsy. You said, no, I got to do it my way. I got to go higher. Screw you, Road Dog, and your targets. I can't see. This should be a 7-8. That doesn't look like a 786. Oh my gosh. Crap. All right, never mind. I'm just. This is. Oh, Jupiter. Yeah, you did get low, didn't you? She got down to 30 cents. About the lowest that we've seen since she first came out, unless you were just really, really early. So I'm sure they've released a lot of tokens and all that good kind of stuff, and it's going to be harder to get those higher. She's not made any more higher highs. She's only made lower highs, and so the next one, maybe only here or here. You know, $1 or $1.19 might think, hey man, maybe I need to get paid. Because you might have trouble trying to get a higher. I don't know. This was a year ago, so we got that to work with. Let's take that whole year into account. So I would be looking for about $1.25 to see if I'm looking at $1.25. See if I want to keep holding this thing, or if she's got a chance to actually perform pretty good. There's been a lot of stuff been going on with Jupiter, and I don't know. I'm not even familiar with the tokenomics, so I'm looking at not trying to put shade on it, but that's for me personally. For what she is doing right now, she's not yet made it over here, and she needs to. So 56 cents. Gosh, I wish you would hurry up and do it. That's where I need to see you go. From there, we can start working. I like the 88. I like the 86 cent area. You got 2 yellow lines. Let's make that one bigger and fatter so she knows it came from a bigger pull. So I'm on like a bigger time frame. Let's zoom in a little bit. And we are headed toward the weekend, so it looks like we're going to probably test. It looks like we're going to try to come up here and test it in that area. I like the way the moving average, what they're doing there. Trying to find a good trend line, but it kind of curves, so there's not much of a good one. You can definitely do this and look for a breakout of that. That gives you an edge, and then of course getting past some of these other levels if you're waiting for those. So you can either, you know, find a reason to jump in when she's down low somewhere where she is now and say, hey man, I'm going to try to get in now. Or you can wait till she clears levels and buy her a little bit more expensive. That's where it kind of separates your risk tolerance and everything else. My take is, hell yeah, she's looking juicy to me, man. Looky there, we got a trend line, we close to it. That's the risk to reward ratio right there. It's just making me get wet. Make me want to get out here and make a little Jupiter trade. Ooh, dog ass, look at that. Ooh, going up here to 57 cents for my target. Tight stop loss, because if we break the trend line, this trade idea is no longer valid. If we're going to keep coming down, I want out. 5% there, risk to reward ratio 7-to-1. Yummy, yummy. I'm doing it now. But that's the 8 hour. Don't do it. Yeah, you don't want to do it. It looks good on the 8 hour until you come down to a small time frame, and I guarantee you, probably like on the 1 minute or something, you just bought the top. It's crazy how that works. Oh my God, are we doing that song again? I need to take that one off the playlist. You got this idea too. You can sit here and wait for the breakout. You can make those popular plays to wait till price gets above a 200 moving average. We'll just come down and find the time frame where it's getting over a 200 moving average, and we'll call that a trade. You can do that. Oh my gosh, you knew it was hot when she got above the 200 moving average. On the 15 minute. Oh my gosh, you knew it was hot when she got over the 200 moving average. On the 36 minute. Oh my gosh, you knew it was hot when she's not over the 200 moving average. She might get rejected there if we got a trend line. I'm just saying. You bullish enough to go on, baby? Or are you at an area that you need to pull back a little bit? Let me help you decide. Swing high, swing low. Tell me where price is gonna go. Swing high. She's saying, I need a further higher, but I would be questioning whether she's going to make it on the first go round. You may have to duck around the corner, take your jacket off, and then try it again so they won't recognize you. That's kind of how that's the translation I got. So 44 cents, I would be looking for, I'd be looking for some rejection there, actually. Could we go to 45? Oh my God, is it that close? 44 to, are we talking pennies per step? 40, oh my God, that's so sad. I'm getting out. I thought we were doing something. That's like, oh wow. Yay, we bumped up 3%. Oh no, not even 3%, just 2%. Oh yay, look, a whole 5%. Oh man, you suck. It's not worth being in here until you gotta zoom out. You gotta zoom out, but it's a good place. It's a good place. Remember we saw how low she was. This is what I'd be looking at right here. This little W bottom that we got down here. Double bottom. There's the neckline coming back, retesting that. We should be on our happy, merry ass little way here. Comes to get a breakout. Jupiter looks like she's starting to head up to 57 cents. I'd get paid there if I was you. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, there's no reason to put this little guy on there. It doesn't take a picture of it. So from here to thither, that's a nice 28% gains, my man. Why are you green? You should be red, and you should be green. There's a chance she might pull back. If I mean, there just is. But if she breaks out, that's definitely a good area. I mean, 27%. That's not bad. I'll post that. Jupiter. This would be a nice little tiny swing. A little tiny swing. 27%. 2x would get you about 50% gains. 3x would get you around 100 and something. A little over 100 and something gains. There's a little something there. Oh my God, am I the old fart that draws that? Man, I never wanted to be the old fart that drew that. I hate that. I don't like drawing that. Look, we're gonna put that's a triangle. Oh, don't be that old fart. I'm that old fart now. Dang. I'll make this line green. We'll mix it up. You will juxtapose. I wanted to say juxtapose all day today. Thank you for making my dreams come true, ladies and gentlemen. I got to say juxtapose. Thank you. Okay, jeez. It's good to have goals every day. All right, so Jupiter on the 1 hour. I like it for a short term is what I'm trying to say. So what we say a short term swing trade. That's 25% possible on spot. All right, I'm that old fart. I hate doing that. That sucks. Let's make it snazzy. Let's make it cool, kitty. Oh, look, now you see the possibilities. Ooh, it's a, yeah. Should have went with that. All right. I feel like I missed something. Did I get all the coins? I feel like I missed one. I probably got off track. Superverse. I didn't get Superverse. That's what it was. Superverse. We're doing the weave. I suck at it, but we're trying it. Superverse. 31 people tonight. Hey. Crypto's starting to get interesting again. Glad to have you guys here. Thanks for hanging out. Might be a little bit different from what you've seen out there. Definitely haven't seen a turkey doing crypto late at night. So my beef with Superverse is that we got a trend line idea here that we lost. That was a major one, and now it's acting as resistance there. I do like the the double bottom that we got down here, that nice W shape that I can tell there. It looks like it's trying. If we ignore this area here, which we can't really, we can pretend to, but she's still there. I don't care what you say, she's still there. Still going to be there, this little dark cloud above us, but we'll put her in dotted lines so that we can at least climb through her. Now I want to go dashes. Remember the pain. So it's not unheard of. If we get past it and break back into this, that can be bullish AF. That would be this making a bear trap, and we get back in here, and then we can book. We can do something really good, but it's got to do that right. But there's some good signs. I mean, I like the W. Look, it's a W for war. Never mind. Oh man. You're still a dash line, dude. All right, so here's the neckline for that little guy, right? And we're retesting that pretty nicely, however you want to do it, right in this whole little zone. These lines are fuzzy little cloudy zones. It's like if you wrap sharpened tissue around a big old pole, and that sounds weird AF. It's a fuzzy zone. It's a fuzzy zone. Oh snap! There's a turkey above my head. Why? So chances are we're bouncing off that. We're making higher highs and higher lows. And I do say it sucks that it lost this trend line. It sucks, man. So she'll probably come up double top. And she might get rejected on her first go around. I don't know. But it tells me we might have that idea going on. So let's see what she does. But if she can get past the dotted line, that's cool. If not, then we technically we could come lower, but we do have a W, so hopefully no. Hopefully we try to get back in here. Another way that we look at it, we will need a higher high there. And then a lower low. Oh, you just ransacked everybody. We need to get past 81.5, basically 82 cents. So 82 cents makes a perfect target. That was also pretty much like the neckline of this inverted head and shoulders over here before she went to the moon. Fell from grace, and then $1.09. I think that's the one to be. That's one of the sweet ones to look for, but that's not even the best one. Your best one is 132. She could just blast right through this one right here. Call me crazy, but I'm going to stick with that one. So if you're going to take this and do this like a midterm spot hold or something like that, and with patience with it, you could double it up there. We'll get to 134, and that's very doable. Very, very doable. It would just be a bumpy ride, in my personal opinion. $1.09 would come a lot quicker, and from here to there would be about 58%. It's not bad. If you did some leverage or something, that would be maybe worth watching. And 17% over to 85 or 81 cents. That would be the leverage play. That would be the leverage target. You could do 2-3x and get a nice little return off of that. Just that short move there. So there's some different ways to play it. I likes it. I loves it. I want some more of it. Should we put you on there? You got play. You definitely got play. Yeah, we'll put you on there. It can be just as simple as this, and you'd be surprised about how well it respects this. If it didn't, I wouldn't use it. 109. These guys need to be read. They're take profit areas. Get all that from a bigger time frame. Doesn't matter so much on fibs. What time frame? Strega says, I mastered the buyback too early and sell too soon. You mastered that art. I think we all get the practice. The Crypto IRA is $2. Thank you for the super chat. Please check out Book of Binance. Ticker Book. Let's check out Book. I'm guessing it's probably on Binance. What? You're not on Binance? For real? For real? What the hell? Alright, it's on Uniswap and on PancakeSwap. KuCoin's got you. No, that's Book of Meme. Book of Meme, not the right one. Book of Binance, okay. Let's see what it looks like. It should be against the dollar. Okay, let's try that. I just want to make sure it's against. So it should be 3. What the hell? Clearly, that's kind of up there. So it's available on the DEX, and so that gets tricky whether you can put limit orders in on the DEXs. Most of them are getting that way, right? Some of them even have perpetual futures available, which is cool. That's where we needed to head. Because swapping it'd be hard as hell to try to play this one. Where's she going to stop? Let's see what this one is. What the tokenomics look like. Okay, CoinMarketCap. Anytime that you want to load here. It's called Book of Binance. It's number 3455, $13 million market cap. So definitely a gamble, definitely a risk. And she definitely is already up big. When was that? Last week of April 20th and stuff. She's about just under a penny there, topping out just under a penny a couple weeks ago. And so she's 3x from there. She was a lot lower. Been around, we're going back to January there. 420. Yay! At least it's not billion, it's million. That's okay. I like that. What are you? Right, the next chapter we're on BSC with Book. Join the ultimate meme coin revolution on BNB Chain. Book is the story of BNB Chain written by the community. Borrow with Book? I don't get it. There's the contract address. Once upon a time, in a realm where magic and technology are intertwined, there existed a legendary tome known as Book of Binance. Unbreakable code, whatever. Is a meme coin project built on the BNB chain, formerly Binance Smart Chain, inspired by the major successes and cautionary tales within the ecosystem. Book aims to unite users of Mint, Stake Share, Drip Network, Bomb Money, and many others under one umbrella. Our vision is to become the biggest meme coin on BNB. Yay. Well, we got that. That's the way that the reason I was talking about limit orders is because it's gonna be hard to short this little sucker at some point. And just because it's on DEXs, it'd be easier to short it on centralized exchanges. You would have people there to short. It's hard to tell what she's going to do on a DEX, if she's going to keep going or what. But wow, I've got nothing to work with here other than these guys. Bring out the miracle worker. Bring out the tricks in the book. All the tricks in the book there. And I'm done. You are at a good spot. You're at a good spot. So to at least pay yourself. If you are in this, you need to pay yourself. I only got 2 more rejection spots I would look for, and that would even be applicable. This one here, the 3618. If we're going to go up any further, I think you need to pay yourself now if you're already in it. The 3.7 cents. So from here to there, flag to the upside might get you another 20%. Yay! If I put $1,000 in, I might get 1,000 or 1,180, or maybe just 1,150 back. That's totally worth it. Totally worth it. Phew. Totally worth it, because if she went down, my 1,000 could just turn into 450. That would suck. So she is definitely. Let's zoom in. Oh, are you getting some rejection there? Maybe. She's got that rising. She's got that rising channel going on there. Now this could be the out tilted flag. There is actually such a flag over here. That can do this, and they can go crazy. Because it's not supposed to do that. There is that idea, and I'm sure people will be throwing that little sucker out there. Look, you can be up here at almost 4 cents by Tuesday. I'm sure that idea is out there, but they don't realize that you're at number 3 Fibonacci area. That may not happen. Just saying. Let's just keep that in the back burner. But if she does go up, I wouldn't expect her to go the full length of that pole. I wouldn't expect her to get any further than 3.7 cents. That's a toppy top. For what we got fib wise down there. I'm on the 15-minute. Flag to the upside. I can hear it now. You can also be looking at this opening broadening pattern here, which is bearish, by the way. The bearish megaphone, because it's going to the upside, and you can see that does open the possibilities for us to go up to this little target. We could buy that. So if you're already in it, I would, I'd take a little off the table and then try to scoop some more off the table over here, because it's probably going to get a steep projection there. We'll have to see. She's still kind of young, kind of early, so we'll see. If she's still all that, or she got a very low market cap, it could probably do a lot more from this, but she should get reaction there and come down cheaper though. Ooh, baby, that's kind of up there, ain't it? You got lots of ideas to look at here. That's pretty local. You take that, and you still got this. That's a steep ass channel. See the channel? Now can you see the channels? Kind of idea. I don't have it tucked in there. Nice. All right, so Book of Finance. I think she's got a little bit, possibly a little bit more in her, but what I meant to say is that this is normally a bearish pattern though, a rising channel. So what I do is look at the 9 moving average, and especially you got the 9 and 21 up here. If 9 crosses over 21, bearish. It looked like it's going to here, but it didn't. It bounced. But if it does, then you're probably giving it up. She's got a slight chance to hold this and start moving, still move up. So I'm not going to take the wind out of the sails. But normally these break to the downside. Clouds starting to get thick, suggesting I might be up for that. If nothing else, I see accumulation here, or consolidation up here at a fib, a major fib at that for the pull. And you just slowly see on the small time frames all these moving averages start coming out here wrapping around price. Probably already seen it on the 1 minute. 200 hasn't got up there, so it'll come up there, and then it'll decide if it's going to reject it or if they'll just hang out and party. And you can kind of walk them up on the time frames, each moving, each time frame. And sometimes I know with Bitcoin, it's usually up to the 1 hour before the 200 gets up there on that before you'll see a reaction. Just it doesn't mean that's going to happen here. Probably happen sooner here. Just observations. Just observations. Things I look for at these points to help me navigate it. Hey, Road Dog, check out BapCoin. Might be a giver up. Is that one? Or is it coming back to life? That's an old one. Is that one still out there? That's got to be on. This is against Rap Solana though. For that, we need to go over here. Oh, here's that one that was this was on a stream, and it was somebody new here, but they were mentioning this coin. Alive is a Jeffy's or something. I put $2 in it, right? We were doing. I think we were. It was doing this. I did have this target up here. We did not hit it. I was kind of pissed about that. I put $2 in somewhere around here. I know she was breaking out, and I was like, okay, I'll play that little silly thing, see if she can just go. I forgot exactly where, but anyway, $2 turned into hardly anything. Like the last I looked, it was 50 cents. It's probably lower now. I tried to see areas that she would come down to. Well, there's people are still playing this one. I already put $2 in that, and it's worth hardly anything now. That's the risk of any kind of little meme coins, but even the new ones. Pumped, then dumped it up. What the hell did we come over here for? I forgot. Oh no. We did book already, right? I forgot what I came. Oh man, don't do it. Say it ain't so. I think it's so. Richie Johnson, yeah, Jeffy died. I lost on it too. Well, I'm glad I need not to put more than $2 in on it. I honestly forgot what the hell I came. All right, no, we're good. Pap. It was Pap. There was Pap. We had to weave. We did the weave. The Alzheimer's shuffle, apparently. What the hell? Fapcoin. We have to come over here and see if we can go on it. Fap. Oh my gosh, what's this? There's too many. Fat Bart II, Fat Peppy, Fap. So I would think it'd be OG Fap. The one we were looking at had. Oh man. Okay. Never mind. We'll come over here. We're good. Okay, we're just going to go with Solana Fap. Was it Fap or Fapcoin? There was a Fapcoin there. I would say it's probably this brand new one that just came out, isn't it? It looks like a pump and then a dump. There we go. If it's that one, then no thank you. We just went over what usually happens. Does that say $149? What the hell? $89 billion. No, this can't be right. Let's go with the other one, that Fapcoin one. Let's call it actual Fapcoin. This one, it's got a picture on it. It's got a picture. Hey, look, it's something that's chartable. Oh, well, not until when you put it on a daily, it's not. When you put it on the 4 hour, it's not. I guess it's kind of new too. Gosh darn it, Fapcoin. This is you on the 5 minute. Look, it's higher highs and higher lows. What could go wrong? Those are oh man, tweezer tops. Also something else. That's a caution. That can be a top signal when we got two equal candles like that. Let's see if she gets a bounce here at 0.000005908 area. Because if she don't, she can always go lower. You got to see if this area right. Oh man, you're tiny, dude. How are you so tiny? Nah, you're not so tiny. Dude, those numbers are huge. Let me come back to the chat over here. Let me go back up to the little marker up there. There we are, marker. Okay, so that's where we had Superverse, Jupiter. Okay, so I haven't missed anything. Book, we got book. Master the buy back too early and sell too soon. Art. The art to sell too soon. Miguel S. Why did I follow the turkey-headed guy's crypto channel? Because his advice was clucking good and he promised to wing my wallet to the moon. That's cool. Thank you. Hey, Miguel S. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging around. Thank you so much. Crypto Arbor says it's on GroveX. Was that the FAP? Or was that the other one? The other new one that we looked at? Book. We did look at book, right? We went through that one. What's a good entry for Swee? Swee's been kind of stubborn, hasn't it? Let's check out. Ooh, look at you, Swee. You up at 360. Wow. I'm on the 6 minute. Let's chill out. Look at that flag to the upside, Helen. Sell the house, sell the car, sell everything. It's happening right now before our eyes. Let me just maybe double check my stuff over here. Make sure I'm still on point there. Very nice, very nice. Here we are. We're right above our 0.5 Fibonacci area here where we've been before. Look at this flag to the upside. Look how choppy, chop that one was. I would say you could probably see something like that from something like this. Oh, chop. We got the magic fibs, though. We got the magic fibs. All right, so 395, 459 are the areas I'm looking for that we can get to. So you're asking for a good entry. I'm on the daily. Looks like we got a possible flag. There's a 9 moving average. Looks good, bouncing off a 200. I think we got an entry. We just got to snag down to a smaller time frame. That's how I approach it. So going from the daily top down so that I'll get no big major surprises there. This is interesting if we do connect the dots, and if you believe in such fairy tales. I'm not saying they're fairy tales, but meteorology for men. Technical. Yeah, I still like that 396 area, 618 area. I think we're gonna head up there. That would be right within the scope of that trend line. Looks feasible. This is an open and broadening pattern, possibly. These actually can be as a continuation pattern and 60% chance that they do break to the upside. So it doesn't look like very much now, but as it starts filling out and doing this little thingy thing, that looks cool. So we're still within reason for that. So what is it saying? Well, then we look within it. We had this guy. Now that was a good one. Let's come down to smaller time frame. We're just walking down time frame by time frame, and we're seeing what has happened and what can happen and what has been done. And I would look at that as, you know, that was a nice trend line, broke out, even came back in and back out as part of a retest kind of idea. That's cool. Well, let's go ahead and incorporate that. And so we do have a breakout. Now there's a good chance for it to come back, retest these areas on the 1 hour. The moving averages are telling us that. So at 340. Yeah, we just got past this guy, so I gotta see what they're saying there. Let's go check out the 15 minute and get the word on this. Before we do though, Let me check the security cameras really quickly here. Just what I thought. Okay. Just so they don't do any surprises on us, man. I'm just saying. Don't pull no punches on us. We know they're up against the wall, man. I'm just saying. Let's come down to the 15 minute and see what they're talking to us about. So the 15 minutes telling me, hey man, we should be getting rejected here. And if we do, we should come back and do a retest of these areas, right? So if you're looking for an entry, I would wait and be a little patient, because even your smaller ass time frames are saying, hey man, my 200 moving average is down here, my 50, my 100, all the bigger moving averages are down here that we probably will talk to at some point, and they don't move. You know, I mean, it's not like they're just going to shoot straight up to price, right? They kind of hang out and price comes back to them. Probably do that again. That would be the best time. I would look for a. Hey, 1 minute. What you got going on over there? Get down to the 1 minute. We'd start seeing her actually start getting tired over here. She hasn't broken any levels yet, but she's starting to roll over here on the 1 minute, right up against this area. So you can see her go up there and tap it, maybe a little above it. I don't know, maybe not. Who knows? But we should start getting a little bit of pullback. So in my personal opinion, if I had to guesstimate, now the first place would be the rod here at 340. I would also even fib her out, and right here 382 is 342, 336. We're just assuming that we got the top or it's close enough, so a little margin of error. But right in here, I believe that this would be where I would say, hey man, this thing right here is what I call the sweet ass buy zone. Sweet ass. Look at that sweet ass buy zone right there. Look at this nice little target. You got confidence with that target up there. That's a sweet ass sell zone too. I'm just saying, baby. Woohoo! If you pull that off. Where are you, price target? Why did I erase you? So from sweet ass buy zone, take our little measuring tape over here. That didn't work. Let's try that again. Take our sweet measuring tape over here. From the sweet ass buy zone, that's a whopping 15. Really? That's it? I feel so cheated. Yay. My $100 turned into 115. Yay. All right, so I think 342, 340, right in that area would be a good place to look for it, coming in the smaller time frames. Oh, look at that little red candle there, or purple candle. Oh no, it's not purple anymore. Never mind. I think it can do that. Let's see how that plays out. And let me post this one. Let me zoom out. So sweet, the 618 up there. A little that's our target, 398. I don't know if she'll get past it on the first go around or not. She does bump her head on that area. It's got some resistance there. She may hit it, and I know flag to the upside, yay! But she may not. And if she does get past it, okay, let's say that she does, and we test it. We close some candles above 398, getting the $4 area. It'd be 460 right there in that area that we should get another hiccup between 460, maybe even trying to squeeze to $5 again, maybe. Ultimately, from what we did here, I mean, we got some nice bigger ass targets, right? If we made our high over here at $5, and then we will be making a higher high. And I can honestly, I can at least see this at 584, maybe into $6 there. There's a much bigger move. Call me crazy. All right, so we'll do our AB. I'm just going to do it the old school way. Taking us over here to the 38, just a little shy of the 382. Just to square up. Why didn't you square up? I'll do it right to the measure move. So it could be up as high as that. I know it sounds crazy. Until that one day when SWE is at $6 and you're like, holy shit. They've made a higher high after making a higher low. Who would ever imagine? That's just what she does. So next tick up at $4. Let's see what happens there. And then maybe we see 459. Come on, baby. Flag to the upside. Let's do it. Do you see that triple top happening over here? I pointed this out as it was doing it, just to say that I see this a lot. Because it looks, I mean, some people might interpret it as a head and shoulders pattern, but I don't, because you don't have a good solid neckline. Unless you do something really, I mean, our neckline turned into this trend line here, right? So it's not, but I think this is an interesting variation. Can we come to a bigger? Let's make it pretty. Make it pretty. I'm on the 1 hour. To me, it looks like a little princess crown or something, like a little princess crown. It goes up, and then you kind of get this, and then you get this little guy, and you get like a little crown, a little kingly crown. A lot of people probably would look at that as a head and shoulders. I don't, but I mean, either way, it still works out around this. It's a triple top variation. So is a head and shoulders, so they all work out about the same. But you'd have a little bit bigger of a measure move with this one, maybe the length of this to there, and then down. And we didn't quite hit that. It didn't go as deep at all. Anyway, just thought I'd point that out. Lower high is the real thing. You made a lower low and lower high. That's a sign that the trend was changing right there. But now our goal is to get back up past here at 377. We do that, then we're confirming that we're changing trend. Some other people will be also looking at this. Look, we got a double bottom, and some people will say a W here too. We got a lot of W's. We're W's for winners, and we got measure moves, and those take us up too. We can also play that card. We got so many different things that we can do here. Personally, now if we get me in talking about double bottoms and this and that looks like the three boobed lady right there. I don't see a double bottom at all. I see three hanging. I see a milk cow. Anyway, you also got channels. I always like to talk about a channel. Measure move for this little guy. Takes us right back to the top. Remember we just talked about we need to go focus on this one to make a higher high? There we go. So SWE, bada. 378 looks like she's going to be a little problem here too. That would be a mirror from this sweet ass buy zone. Make a whole whopping 10%, man. I'll give $100 worth of SWE when she comes down to 342. Man, she hits 378, and I'm just gonna slap it on the bar and say, I'm ready to sell you, baby. Come on, give me my whopping $10. Ooh, doesn't sound worth it, does it? I'm just saying. Throw some leverage on it, baby. Let's go 100x. Woo, and then you'd be thinking something. All right, I want to take this. This is the 1 hour. That's good enough for me. Sweet ass buy zone. 344. Let's change you to green. We'll copy this image and I will post it over here to the trade setup area. Sweet. 1 hour chart. Swing targets. Not exciting. But they do target. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Soul. I see you're retracting messages. Good night, handsome turkey. Really? Uh-oh, there's that box. Can't read. Really enjoy your live feed. Well, thank you, Soul. Are you leaving? Are you heading out? I've been going, oh my gosh, 2 hours is up. I'm going to turn into a pumpkin. I used to turn into a pumpkin, and then I'll turn into a turkey, and it's stuck. I used to be a voodoo doll. Now I'm a turkey. Had an identity crisis there. How's Soul looking for you for a scalp trade? Soul needs to get above 150 and hang and keep it. And so, are we trying to do it now? You're talking about scalp long? I don't see nothing good for a scalp long, I don't think. So that would leave us with a short. And if she's above 150, I don't know if I'm ready to short her just yet. Let's clear off this mess. They're going to clear off the mess. I don't like having. I like to zoom out on the daily here and let me get my bearings. This is what I do. I get my bearings. So now, same thing we always do, man. Get that 236 out there. See, we're testing it for support right now. We're breaking out of this zone. So to me, we're headed toward 171 now. The fib helps me gauge the strength of the moves, if that makes sense. The Fibonacci is really a versatile tool. There's a lot of different ways to do it. You can use it to predict pivot points. You can help you gauge the momentum of the moves just by the areas that we're covering. It can help predict places that it will turn around and possibly bottom, which the video that I put out today in the membership area shows that happening live. It looks like a magic trick, but it's really just Fibonacci, and I think it shows it in action and working. So we got that over there for you shotgun riders over there. So it makes sense to me. Now you're asking for a scalp. I guess we'll define that as we come down. There's a possible flag breakout here. Got a nice little candle there, but she should be coming back for a little retest. I would think she's at the 100, so a little kickback from there and give us a little chance to get into something at a better price. What would that look like from where we are there to there? That's 12%. Put some leverage on that little sucker, and then you got something. Go 100x. Get that 12,000x. Shut up. Come down to the 1 hour. Now this is where she's getting juicy, right? We're getting there, so we work down. I don't want any surprises. I already know I got the good chance to get right there. But what about the flag to the upside and that target? You know, these flags to the upside have a multiplier that they put to them for a breakout, right? If you play them that way. And a percent of it meeting that target of that, it's not good. It's something like less than 50%. Meaning you cut that in half. Kind of takes us just a little bit above where we are right there. All that is available at ThomasBukowski'sTheParentSide.com. But you do look like you have a breakout. Even if we take it to the wicks, you're trying. Let's come down to the 15-minute. Get the nitty-gritty. So if you bought now, you'd be buying the breakout, and that means it could fake out. Buy the breakout leads to the fake out, and they could come back into the pattern, and that would suck. And you say, "Oh man, I bought the top." But then, you know, we could still break out from here. She's doing good. She's doing her thing. So an entry anywhere through now. Kind of already missed the best ones. The best ones I think would have been. Well, I would have been looking for this idea. My system is really simple. It's really simple. I mean, pattern trading is part of it, but is how I do everything else. If we're on an uptrend, we follow bottom trend lines. We lose the uptrend, we follow top trend lines, and they will tell us when to get in, when the breakout. Then of course I'm always looking for a good juicy pattern I can buy the bottom of. I gotta throw that out. I really like bottom trend lines. I do that. So then we know when to get in, and then you follow the trend line. Oh man, that's not a trend line. We're Monday morning quarterbacking, making it look so easy that a monkey can do it, right? It's a little bit more complicated. You can follow these trend lines and narrow them in and really catch all these areas. But when they break, that's the good times to be getting out. The bottoms. And then I'll start monitoring the top trend lines again, right? Start monitoring, looking for a breakout that we finally got here that was sucked. But once we get the breakout, following that trend line, when it breaks out, well, shoot, I know when I got to follow this one. Oh gosh darn it. That breakout sucks, but the same things. It's the same things. combine that with pattern ideas, I don't know, indicators of your choice, moving averages or whatever. And you can put together a nice little models, methods, attack plans, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. And so right now we're looking at it here on the daily. Let's come down to the 15-minute. Now we got our breakout confirmed with candles saying, I'm going to the upside. And so where can we get in now? It's getting away from us. It's 151. That's actually good for Solana, for real, for real. I might need to come in and make the quick nibble for that $171 move. So right now she's getting into resistance area. Swing hard to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. So we got a good chance to get rejected here and come back. Why is that good? Because it gives us a good chance to buy quick, buy cheaper, right? Yes, I love when you talk to me like I'm a kindergartner. Sorry. So I see we got a chance to get rejected here. Okay. I'm gonna pull a fib. I'm also going to pull a trend line, and we're going to see how they interact. I know I'm looking for a 382 if we're really bullish. I know I've got that target looking for a 382. And is there a 382 with their trend line? There is. Might we kind of hit it there? Yeah. Could we get a time element from this? This is when we could hit it? Maybe. Maybe it would be almost at 3 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. Maybe you might see 148 Solana again. Maybe. Do we got any bearish divergence there? That's something to look for. Yeah. Now she could, if she keeps going higher, she will negate it. So you got that. Right now it's trying, maybe. So there is, okay, this is the area that she should pivot higher high. She should get rejected here and come down. She should. If we are mega bullish, well, I mean, you know, we got to start looking at these guys and some other ideas for higher highs. It could happen. But we're hoping, just from what we got, from where we are, that maybe she'll respect this. Why the hell would she do that? Well, my friend, we're going to pull a Fibonacci from swing high to swing low. Where are we at? We're right in our little reversal area there, too. So we got confidence from several different bulls telling us, man, she need to chill out from here. It's a good chance that she will, but there's never a promise. Never a promise that she's going to do it, but just a good chance. We know that, man. It's just the routine. Maybe she'll break her routine, but usually, you know, on Wednesday, she likes to stop by the candy shop before she goes to the... She said Friday. It's not going to say bank. To the bank on Friday. I don't know. Oh, she deviated. She's having an affair. So we look for deviations to clue us in. That's nice. I think we can get one more pullback, and then I think we're going to start looking for some even higher highs. So look for a higher low. 1 hump, 2 hump, 3 hump, and then a dump. That rhymes, by the way. In case you didn't know. In case you didn't make it through 3rd grade, that actually rhymes. Joe says, West, oh, this is good. Just finished editing the video. I hate editing. I did that today. Oh man, it's the first time I edited in a long time, and I forgot my hotkeys, right? To cut. I use Premiere Pro, which has an expensive ass subscription, monthly subscription. Love that, or yearly. However, I hate subscriptions. I do. Anyway, that's the first time I've used it in forever. So much that I forgot. I started forgetting all my little editing stuff that it took so long to learn. The little tips and tricks. I'm like, oh my God, where did it all go? Surely I'm getting old and my brain is starting to get too much plaque or something. That's crazy. Hey, West Salvador, how's it going, my man? Glad to have you here. All right, so I've been going way long. Joe, are you going live tonight? Still have 21 people. I've had... How many people tonight? Haven't had this many people in a while, but 33. 33! The number 33 finally started following me. 33! Now I'm the 33 club. Yeah! I'm being stupid. I am a stupid turkey, and sometimes we get goofy. And thank you guys for putting up with it. Nobody's ever told me that I'm too much or it gets on their nerves, and I wonder because I'm open to that. I can dial it down if needed to, but sometimes I feel like that's got to get on people's nerve after a while. I'd get on my own damn nerves. I'm just saying. If you saw me outside of the camera, you would probably say, "Is he alive? Get the mirror. Is he breathing? Why does he act like a rock? Does he move? Does he talk?" So this. I'm kind of different when I'm on here. Avi Medina says, "Nice pop on Peppy." I hope so. Are we starting to get some nice? Nice. What is it? Are we looking good over here? Are we starting to get some? Ooh, we did. We weren't this high up. We got that. What are you doing over here? Oh, are you going to? Oh man, if she breaks back into the trend line, that would be bullish AF. It's not normally what we see. I know I'm getting to Peppy, but this is a total 3 there. We'll need to go take a look at total 3. Are we getting some good news here? The orange lines are usually very serious. I usually use those for multiples of the 618. So I'm assuming that's what I got there. I don't know. I've been a long time looking at you, Peppy. What we got going on there? Or it was just me using orange trend line. Oh man. See? Pick a different color. It was the neckline. It is not a special Fibonacci. That was not accurate. So if we take, oh my gosh, it's so sleepy. Measure move from there. I do have a measure move at 1276. Nah, it's a little bit lower. The 1250 area, 1250. This little 1258 is what it actually is. And then we got our 236 area up there, just at 0.00. All those zeros, 4 zeros and a 1. Target just a little bit less, not much difference there. So Peppy, can we get up to around the 17, 18, 19? That would be the juicy spots for Peppy. And that would be the 100% gains, and that's on the 8 hour. So yeah, nice start. Just get past the resistance there and see if we can. Now maybe we can take this trend line and move it over a little bit. The previous trend line is still there to be resistance, but oh nice, look at that. Look at this. This impressed me more than anything. MACD crossing on the 8 hour. It's a bigger time frame. Okay. So now let's skedaddle over to total 3 because altcoins are starting to look interesting, a little bit more interesting right now. What are you doing over here? I want to have to finesse this line, make sure I get it right. Let's go to the daily. That's where we're really paying attention to it anyway. Now we can come in a small ass time frame. So nice. Triangle pattern, rising. It's kind of a rising wind. Inverted head and shoulders. People will see that has a neckline. Kind of decent enough. They're qualified. It would paint the tool red. That's what I would consider on that. Necklines, to me, they're extremely important with head and shoulders. I mean, that's one of the main things I look for. A few other traders believe that too, and I'd say yes, finally somebody else agrees, because it's cool when you find somebody else that agrees with you. But surprisingly, I did not get this from Bukowski. I got this from another source, but it's always stuck with me, and I've never changed from it. The solid neckline. And from experience, I know it to be true. If you don't have a solid neckline, you don't really have a head and shoulders. Therefore, the results may disappoint you. You're expecting head and shoulders results, but you got something just a wee bit different. A bigger idea maybe you're not seeing unless you zoom out or something. Still trend line idea. That's a nice move out of total 3. Look at you go. So this guy here. Remember the rising wedgie, that big trend line that we got? Oh, you're being all weird over here on the 1 hour. Zoom out. It's a little iffy because of all this stuff. That V-shaped recovery kind of throws things off. Okay, so what we do there, Road Dog, I mean, you still got a valid idea there, and it came from a certain time frame, but on a decent time frame like the 4 hour, what we did earlier, we go over here, man. Because everything, in my theory, in my world, in my universe, price travels in a channel. You just have to define it. Oh my God, did you pull that out of your ass? It smells like crap. Maybe. No, my world it does. And I'm just trying to identify them, and that's one way that I do. I'll take the angles over there, put it at the candle bodies, and I may play around with it, and I want to see where I can get to with show some respect. Shoot, nothing solid. We're right back here where we started from. But speaking of the angles, look how much better it did from the line that I had. Resistance, support, dipped in a little bit. Definitely did really good catching this area for support. So she's valid. We'll make her big and fat and juicy. And we broke back above it. So if we're back within this section of the channel, I'm just naturally looking toward the top of the channel where we go. So straight up above us, we see 864 billion, making a higher high. Every little trick that I pull out of the book, I'll pull them all, and I'll just get compliments on the biggest part of them. It tells these nice little areas. Where'd you bounce from? I don't feel like going through all the math or the things. We'll just do the E. We'll do it the easy way. We'll just do it you tell you. For real. 0.5 Booker U. So we could be going to 885. And if we stay within this channel, when might that be? 15th of May? So maybe for the next week, we could have a decent week? Maybe ups and downs, especially the weekends will be abnormal as usual. Let's see. This was last week with total 3. So will they pump us up really hard, fast? I don't know what they're going to do, but and then bring us back down? I ain't going to bitch about them pumping us up for any reason, especially if we're getting past mid lines on channel ideas and things like that. That's cool. Pump my altcoins, baby. I needs to sell them little bastards. Here's one I want to take a look at. It's a boomer coin. Nobody likes Zcash. I like Zcash. Zcash can do some damage. Now she's at $40. She was hanging around the low 30s for the longest. Look at her little she did all that. She got down to 20 with spike down there. She got in her buy zone though. Didn't nail it, but it got hammered. That little box got hammered, thrusted through. I don't know what it was. It probably wasn't over there, but it was here. Nice bottom pattern here. You could look at that as a triple bottom. I was going to say you might even be able to, and I guess depending on maybe what time frame, maybe it'd be 3 rising valleys. I don't think so. This one's lower than that one. Either way, apart from speculating and doing all of that, might I just remind you what I always try to remind you, regardless of whether you want to see heads or shoulders or eyeballs or elbows, it still basically boils down to a channel idea. Whether you're studying Wyckoff, whether you're studying whatever, it all kind of boils down to a channel. Look at the spring. And once you get past that little area, you kind of double up. A one-to-one move. You'd be surprised how much a lot of this theory is based on one-to-one moves. You just gotta know from where they're taken, and I find the fibs help do that. And so do trend lines and even patterns to some degree. $55 Zcash, make you holla, baby. Get paid to do that wild thing. So there's that idea. Personally, I like to figure out, kind of see what you got. Oh, look, 382 comes right at that little area there. Isn't that kind of crazy? Look, the little measure move takes us to the 618. Isn't that kind of crazy? Gosh darn it. We need to make you, make you yellow or what? I'll just keep you right there. All right, guys, I've been going for about 2 hours and 30 minutes, and that's just a little bit too crazy. Nobody's going to want to watch a stream like that. Let them maybe talk like a turkey on crack. Crack turkey. All right, Joe, Joe says he's not going, no live tonight. My views have dropped about 40% on all shows, so tonight I'll be taking them off. The views were dropping. Tonight, they were up, though, for me. That's, what, 33? That's they didn't stay very long, though. They dwindled out. They're like, oh, God, it's that turkey again. That annoying little... Thinks he knows how to do TA. Thinks he knows how to trade. I need to get in for some more Bitcoin. Oh, my God, we're at 99. We're at 99,000. I should have FOMO'd in. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, never did anything that didn't... What? Oh, my gosh, can I get it? Let me buy it right before it gets to 100,000. We're in the 5 minute because I forgot to click the 6 minute. No reason for the 6 minute. Well, there is, but 5 minutes, just a short time frame. Could we possibly be swirling? Do you see that curve? Do you see the idea? We're breaking from a channel and we're going up and up. And these. Ooh, nice one. Why didn't I buy you there? You never did come back for that retest. Shame on you. You didn't come back for that retest, mister. Well, I hope she does. So our Fibonacci area is up here at 102. Dang, looks like we're trying to get there. Well, I need to get off and start FOMOing in and start chasing some flags. I hear that's all. Look, it doesn't even matter if there's a flag there. You can make your own flag anywhere you want. That's the beauty of the make your own flag kit that we're going to be selling here at Road Dog Crypto. It just involves a trend line, wherever you want to put it. As long as you got a candle there, you can just draw it out, and then you pick somewhere else and you just point to it. I don't know, anywhere you want really kind of works. And you just kind of just point, and there you got your flag of hope right there, your hopium flag. The only thing missing is the flag pole. Now, some people like to draw their flag poles just down here. Me, I like to be hopium. I like to go here. Sometimes I just like to just say, man, I think you can go bigger. Let's just give it that vote. Let's manifest it. Because you say, hey, man, it's not about the pattern. It's more about me and my manifestation duties. And I say, you just take that flagpole from the... Oh, look at that. Oh, my gosh. The charts suggest, the charts convey that we can come all the way to 105,000 on that flag. Yes. Who's in this with me? Did you FOMO in? You little newbie, come join my trading group. Let me take the rest of your money before you lose it trading down here, stupid. Come on, $99 a month. Let me get my cut first, then I'll set you up with all the flags you want, baby. I'm being mean. Bitcoin looks like she's trying to do something. Why are you trying to do something, Bitcoin? I'm here in the 1 minute. I'm getting Jones. I'm jonesing. Oh man, so I have to pick on that. That creates a bias when you do those things. I don't get. They call it the twisted sister is what I've heard it called. And you got the thing, and you're told to look for maybe an ascending triangle. You just flag it out when it comes up here and wait for a price to touch the 21. And I mean, I could see that maybe being a teaching tool to teach something, but things don't. You're automatically putting a bias that things are going to flag. And if you don't think that is true, why does this person all the time, whenever they go to every chart, what do they see? They go in and they look at a flag, just squeeze in until they find a flag, or if they don't see one there, and they make one out of the thin air. So if you got a flag bias, that's what I'm concerned about. You got a bias already. It's just going to come up and make a flag. We're going to look for it to make a flag. We're expecting it to make a flag. It'll probably make a flag. I think it's going to make a flag. It usually comes up here to these areas and make the flag. And once you get a flag, it's to the upside. You're always bullish. You're always bullish to the upside. And you're not taking into account the areas of resistance, especially from the past or the Fibonacci, if you know how to use Fibonacci. I don't think the flag chasers know very much about Fibonacci. Or just horizontal support and resistance. Those can hurt. Bitcoin, look what you did. Look what you did. I had this big old trend line right here. You broke down it. I was talking bad about you, and now you got back into it. Now I got to start talking good about you. You're going to hump me and dump me. We might go above 102. We might be looking at that 104.886 big ass retracement. Hell, I'd say if we go up there, you might as well just knock out 111. Let's go do it. If we had to look at Bitcoin, and we do have to look at Bitcoin, and oh my God, is this turkey ever going to shut up and just go to the end screen? Not until we take a final look here. I'm trying to find a chart I can work with here. I'm looking at what happened there. I'm looking at this guy. Let's get this stuff off. Let's get you off. Look, it came. Oh my gosh, I remember BitBoy doing something like this when him and AJ was on the show or something. It was after all this stuff, and they were they were just drawing lines and this and that and whatever, just squiggling around. And they kept all these little squiggly lines, and no, not any TA to it. Just I think they could do this and that, and then they come back, look, and we went right to it, right to where I had my line. I know what. Oh my gosh. My best advice I can give anybody starting out, if you're following people on YouTube, and you know, it's a good place to learn some stuff. You can learn all kinds of stuff. But if their ego is involved, if there's a lot of ego, a lot of bravado, if there's a lot of bragging, and then especially if they brag about being the most humble person in the world, I swear to God, you will see that. Listen, the biggest lesson that I think you can learn when it comes to trading and analysis, but especially in trading, your emotions, the psychology of it, right? Well, ego is part of that. So if you got ego, you're probably an emotional trader. You're just not admitting it to yourself because you're too full of yourself. But then also winning brings in that part of the ego too, and you start getting cocky. You know, those are the warning signs that you're on the wrong track. And so also, if your mentor is very cocky, well, then they're probably on the wrong track too, and they've probably made a lot of bad calls, probably chasing flags to the upside when they shouldn't. I'm just saying. 102.451 is still coming in even on this chart right here, ladies and gentlemen. Can we make it up there? Can we make it to 10? Is it 106? Yeah, 886 is 106. The orange is the new black. That's what they're saying. What? So we got a good chance to come up here. That would knock out this high if we wanted to come down to make a higher high. But at this point in the game, you're saying, why stop now? Just keep on going. Go up to 114. Go do it. You make a lot of people happy, make a lot of people sad at the same time. You're probably going to go for it. Makes me wish I bought more down here below the 382, which is $75, $75,000. Bought as much as I could. This is good. 12 hour. We got the bullish cross, golden cross happened on the 50 cross and the 200. Amazing. Yay. We are really possibly setting up for 3 humps before the dump. And now I've got to open up the possibility that we come over here. Between 102 and 106 could be on the radar, and we're that close to being high, then why stop there? Unless we make actually it would start sucking if we got rejected there, honestly. Peep this out. I mean, once we got this ball started, now we got to keep going with it. I was cool on making a higher low over here, or if we roll over now, I'm cool with it. Come down, make a higher low. That's cool. We're starting to work our way up to make a higher high. That's the thesis behind it. Right, but if we come up here, if we start this too much and we come up here and we don't break it, now we're starting to get in the territory. If we don't break it, now we're making a higher or making a lower high, and that's going to be bearish. So now we're getting in the territory where we got to, because anything like that could set us up for a lower low. We don't want a lower low. We had enough lower lows. Well, unless we want to really, it's not this time of the market to do that. So I'm afraid, people, that we're starting to get into the hope phase. And it may have turned out this was the best chance to get you Bitcoin. There at some point there will be a higher low. But we're starting to get into the idea now where we almost need it. Just so that we can say, oh, well, we are still in an uptrend. We're not putting in a lower low or a lower high. So getting above that 618 is kind of helps to draw the line there. So a little higher and roll over, we'll recover. We can do something like that. We start getting up here, and these guys around the 886. You need to go higher. If we start doing that, I'm afraid that if we see 102, that we're going to have to push for higher. Wow. I really wasn't thinking of it quite so sternly that way, but we don't want to get a lower high. Not when we're so close to it. That would be a sign of weakness. I don't think we're weak. But I know the market makers are going to play us like fiddles as best as they can, and it's good for us to be on the opposite side of that. So let's try to do that and try to have some targets and get paid on the way, baby. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to go ahead. I swear I'm going to the end screen right now. Thanks for hanging out. 19 people still here. Appreciate ya. Look at you, a 12-hour MACD trying to go bush. It's looking strong. It is looking strong, people. Dog's about to FOMO in on some trades over here. You go chase them green candles. Oh gosh, no. But sure as hell can't be shorting Bitcoin. That's ridiculous. Oh, nice one. Sweet, baby. Thank you, Sean, for being the little degenerate bastard that you are. We're up on that trade. You got in it where? Oh, we're 99. Oh, do you want to add more? I know you do, little bastard. I want to go full forward. Oh, that's not you.
Will pursue, but shadows keep blocking my view. When moon crypto, when moon, I'm so tired of waiting. Everyone is capitulating. I keep hanging on to my dream, but nothing is as it seems.
Oh, it's free? I didn't know that. I thought it was a charge to that one too. Oh, cool. I didn't see that, but we did anyway, so cool. I have to look at that again. That was a pleasant surprise to see these altcoins doing good. Explains why we couldn't find any good short setups earlier today. All right, good night, guys. Let me get the dog to wave, and we'll say good night, John Boy, and call it a night. Good night, John Boy. See you guys later.